Good evening, one and all. Good evening, one and all. We welcome you all to the International Webinar Series on Holistic Health, Well-being and Sustainable Development 2026. Commemorating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, nation celebrating 77 years of independence, and with United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 2015 to 2030 and Viksit Bharat 2047. As part of awareness and campaigns in collaboration with Sri Holistic Health Foundation India and Sri Research Institute Center for Art, Sciences and Wellbeing. Before we start our sessions, let's take the blessings of Almighty. With the blessings of Almighty, we shall continue with today's commemorations and celebrations.
कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
With the blessings of Almighty, we shall continue with today's commemorations and celebrations. Today is commemorated as Museum Advocacy Days from February 23rd and 24th in US. Is a two-day observation usually taking place during the last week of February. This year it takes place from February 23rd to 24th, and the day marks fruitful efforts of the supporters and beneficiaries of a museum with the support of American Alliance of Museums. The day brings people together as they advocate for better funding routes for museums across the US. The mission is to identify and advocate for funding and support from Congress. Today is also commemorated as National Eating Disorder Awareness Week from February 23rd to March 1st in US. In the last week of February to spotlight eating disorders. This year it takes place from February 23rd to 1st. It is an annual event meant to raise awareness of the resources accessible to those who suffer from these ailments. One of the main objectives of this week is to disseminate information and incentivize the sharing of personal stories from people in recovery and their families, as well as in the provision of life saving resources and educational materials. Every diagnosis of an eating disorder, from anorexia nervosa and binge eating disorder to avoidant restrictive food intake disorder and bulimia nervosa, can affect anyone, regardless of age, gender, body size, or sexuality. Today is also commemorated as National Invasive Species Week, Awareness Week from February 23rd to 27th in US. National Invasive Species Awareness Week is observed on the last Monday in February and lasts for a week. The commemoration aims to shed light on the recognized impacts, preventive measures, and invasive species control. It also celebrates individuals and organizations creating a sustainable biodiverse ecosystem. There are events held across the globe during the observance to create awareness of the dangers of invasive species. National Invasive Species Awareness Week is an endeavor of the North American Invasive Species Management Association, NISMA, in conjunction with agencies and organizations at the federal, state, and local levels. Today is also commemorated as National Pasty Week from February 23rd to March 1st in UK, also called as Cornish Pasty Week. Annual week-long celebration begins in late February each year and honors the city of Cornwall's favorite food, the pasty. This year it takes place from February 23rd to 1st. Traditionally, a savory recipe, this British origin from Cornwall dish is now both a sweet and savory dish, depending on the filling inside the short crust cover. The Cornish pasty, the original version, is so popular that more than 120 millions are made each year. Today is also commemorated as NEDA Week from February 23rd to 27, 2006 in US. The ultimate goal of NEDA, that is National Eating Disorders Association Week, celebrated in the last week of February each year, is to promote awareness of eating disorders and spread hope for those in recovery and their families. So this year it is observed from February 23rd to 27. It is an initiative by the National Eating Disorders Association, NEDA. Today is also commemorated as Clean Monday on February 23rd in Greece. Clean Monday is celebrated on the 6th Monday before Palm Sunday every year in Greece, and this year it falls on February 23rd. Clean Monday in Greek is a movable holiday and has no stable day of celebration because it depends on the Lent. Precisely, Clean Monday is observed 50 days before Orthodox Easter and is marked the beginning of the Great Lent period for Orthodox believers. Clean Monday is also called Ash Monday, Pure Monday, Orthodox Shrove Monday, or Monday of Lent or Green Monday, particularly in Cyprus. Other than its religious significance, Clean Monday is also regarded as the first day of spring, and Greeks tend to celebrate it with Koloma, which are outdoor activities and picnics. It includes month-long Greek carnival and symbolizes the transition from feasting to fasting. Greek Orthodox celebrate Green Monday, Clean Monday by eating special Lent dishes based on legumes, vegetables, grains. There is also commemorated as Curling is Cool Day in US, observed annually on February 23rd. Curling is one of the oldest team sports and was first played approximately in the late medieval period in Scotland It is a game that combines the chilly fun of ice skating with the techniques of bowling and shuffleboard, and you can add the skill of sweeping the floor. It is a fantastic team sport built on community and friendships. Today is also commemorated as Defender of the Fatherland Day in Russia, observed on February 23rd as Men's Day due to compulsory military service for most Russian men. Gifts and posts are frequently given by women to make male relatives, even though they have never served in the armed forces. On this day, before or after the holiday, many women congratulate their male co-workers and boys may receive small gifts from their female classmates. On this day, local authorities in Russia may organize parades to honor the military and veterans. Women serving in military are increasingly being honored on this day, which calls into question this holiday's traditionally masculine significance. Today is also commemorated as Diesel Engine Day on February 23rd in US, celebrated annually on February 23rd. Diesel engines today power all sorts of things, including heavy construction machinery, farm tractors, truck marine vessels, buses, and locomotives. They are even turned into power generations at offices, airports, and hospitals. It is simply impossible to imagine our current world without this unique power system. Hence, the reason why it is more than deserving of its own day. Today is also commemorated as Emperor's birthday in Japan on February 23rd, and only changes when Emperor is crowned. We are supercharged to celebrate the historic day with all this Japanese flair and style. Japan has the oldest monarchy in the world, and there have been 126 emperors since inception of Japan, all traceable to the first emperor and founder of what is today Japan. Today is also commemorated as Green Monday, Cyprus. In Cyprus, the beginning of the Lenten period, known as the Green Monday in Cyprus, falls on first Monday of Lent each year. This year it takes place on February 23rd, the day which marks the beginning of religious season. Christians in Cyprus and Greece celebrate the day by eating special feasting food, visiting the courtside, and flying kites. It is the day that beckons Christians to start season with a clean heart that harbors no malice against anyone. The day is celebrated with picnics, prayers. Today is also commemorated as Guyana Republic Day on February 23rd. Mashramani Republic Day Guyana is celebrated on February 23rd every year, commonly shortened to MASH. This day is one of the most important festivals in Guyana. Guyana has a lot of ethnic communities, and for Mashraman Republic Day, and all the communities come together to celebrate. The celebrations involve many competitions, parades with fancy floats, costumes, band marches, and street dancing. Overall, the celebrates are some of the most vibrant National Day celebrations in the world. The word Mashrami, Mashramani means celebrations after cooperative work and is delivered from Amerindian and Guyanese English. The celebrations reflect the cultural heritage of the nation and its various ethnic groups. Today is also commemorated as National Banana Bread Day on February 23rd in US. Celebrates a perfect pairing of the fruit plus bread. Admitted few things are quite as comforting as walking into the house and smelling a freshly baked loaf of banana and bread. Today is also commemorated as National Banana Bread Day on February 23rd in US, which is a perfect pairing of fruit plus bread. Few things are quite as comforting as walking into the house and smelling a freshly baked loaf of banana bread. It's certainly a dessert staple in many households, which is probably why so many of us have such a special place in our hearts for the delicious treat. The best things in life deserve an entire day devoted to celebrating their existence. It is also commemorated as National Day in Brunei, which is celebrated on 23rd every year, also known as Hari National. In Malay, the National Day commemorates the day Brunei sec- seceded the Great Britain and became an independent nation. Today is also commemorated as National Day in Brunei, which is celebrated on February 23rd every year, also known as Hari National Day in Malay. The National Day commemorates the day Brunei seceded from Great Britain and became an independent nation. Though the proclamation of independence was nation-made before that on January 1st, 1984, British control British control over Brunei closed on February 23rd, making it the official date of the country's independence. On December 31st, 1983, the country's citizens geared up for big day during massive gatherings in various mosques all over the country. Then, as a clock struck midnight on January 1st, Sultan Hassan Bolkiah read the proclamation that declared Brunei's independence. Today is also commemorated as National Dog Biscuit Day in US. To be scratched behind the ear or to run after a stick when what he really wants in his biscuit because it's Dog Biscuit Day. The day is also known as Dog Biscuit Appreciation Day. It's the best day of the year for dogs. It also a day pamper your pouch because it deserves all and after all his best friend. So give him innovative favorite or even better star up to his treats. Today is also commemorated as National Hospitality Workers Appreciation Day in US on February 23rd, created by Food Service Direct on February 23rd, appreciates the hard workers of the service industry who serve who strive tirelessly to bring the best in comfort and luxury. The hospital industry is often confused with the hotel industry, which is not the case. The latter is a bunch of the former hospitality industry is broad and includes hotels, restaurants, bars, theme parks, tourism, and more. The presentation creativity, entertainment, and the quality of these businesses are all thanks to the hospitality workers, which is why we are celebrating them today. Today is also commemorated as National Play Tennis Day on February 23rd in US. Across the country, every year, this day is dedicated to playing tennis, a racket sport that's one of the most popular sports to play and watch on the world. Tennis is a sport that can be played by anyone, regardless of where they are and from what their status. It can be played against single opponents or between the teams of two players. If you can hold a racket, they can play tennis. It is derived from what is called real tennis, a game that was called the Sports of Kings. And real tennis is also known as court tennis or royal tennis. Today is also commemorated as National Rationalization Day on February 23rd, 2026 in US. This is a fun and peculiar day that allows even encourage some degree of laid backness for just one day. Think about the reasons or excuses you gave for not getting something done and rationalize them. Like how one might unconsciously justify postponing a task or sneak another snack from fridge and delight in its guilty pleasure. Rationalize that. Did you miss a deadline? Rationalize that. Take a break from the stress and get a little soft on yourself. National rationalization is here for all that. Today is also commemorated as World Peace and Understanding Day on February 23rd day every year. This day is actually a commemoration of the first meeting of the Rotary that was held. This meeting of businessmen, which aimed to be a space where the backgrounds didn't matter, started the chain of events that led to the formation of Rotary International. An international organization decided to humanitarian service as well as peace and goodwill throughout the world. Rotary International began in Chicago, US. The date of the first meeting has since become the World Understanding and Peace Day, which is part of World Understanding Month celebrations in the February. So with this, we shall end today's commemorations and celebrations. We thank each and everyone for joining us on this day, and see you all tomorrow at the same time with the same joining link with different commemorations and celebrations. And we request everyone to quickly fill up the feedback form that has been shared in the form of polls. Take care. Good night.